Good day to one and all. Name Karen Reddy, student number 21207-336. Good day to my fellow students. Today we will be discussing in our social sciences lesson water as a resource and how it has been polluted and the means to prevent the pollution. So we're going to focus on the main ways of pollution. Starting off with, we're going to see by what we know. We know that water is the main resource of life and that water is seen as essential that we cannot live without, which is the truth. So we see that water is being contaminated in many ways. That is why there's many processes before we drink water that purify the water that we drink. So let us start. So we see that water can be polluted by factories. So how do factories pollute water? So when the factories manufacture things, mostly products and other chemicals, there are excess chemicals and harsh substances that come out of that process. So there's no other, for the companies, there's no other means of disposing them besides the river. So they make these big tunnels or big pipes that lead from the river, from the company, and go into the river source directly, polluting the river body and the water body. So it can be a river, a dam, a stream, or even the ocean. So as we can see that they have these pipes and the water is coming out. Okay, so how else is water polluted? So mainly water is polluted also via human pollution and farming pollution or agricultural pollution. Now agricultural pollution comes with pesticides mostly. You see, for farmers use pesticides to keep away the insects, the bugs, and all these other things that feed on the crops so that the crops remain healthy and strong. Now pesticides are also chemicals, so with the heavy rains and waters that come down, we see that it pushes all of the pesticides and washes it off the plants, and then it goes down into the river bodies because the sand is only steep mostly in farms, that we see that due to weather it pushes away the pesticides and it eventually ends up in water bodies. That means that all of the rivers and seas that has been disposed into becomes polluted. So what other means of pollution? Human pollution. Human pollution occurs when people litter or when people throw their garbage directly into the sea. Now this is really bad. So when the fish eat these small pieces of garbage or plastic or renewable resources, we see that these animals tend to get choked and they cannot breathe, which also causes them to die. So there is a major problem with pollution in water bodies. Also, it makes it harder for people who are living in rural areas to drink water, as they have to take longer in making that water from the river pollution free by using certain methods that you've been taught, such as putting a teaspoon of jik in water or putting water to a processor made for water cleansing. So that is what happens. So in front of me I have a bottle of clear water, that is tap water, and we also have water that has been collected from the sea. So this is where this will be passed around and you guys can analyze the difference between the tap water and the sea water to see if there's any difference, or if it has been contaminated, that you can see with the naked eye. So what are the ways that we can prevent water pollution? We can recycle home dirt properly, and we can recycle in general. Also, we can stop littering, especially in water bodies such as beaches and rivers and dams. We can spread awareness about what this is doing, this whole pollution that it is doing to the sea life, and we can spread awareness about how dangerous it is to drink river water, especially when it's contaminated. You may also join a recycling club near you so that you are able to help on a bigger scale and encourage other people to do so as well.